they're away and racing. Jumping out with CC Senor getting a flyer over towards the inside with Al Moareb and Malakea not too far off the pace. From a little bit wider out, Brandesi in the yellow sleeves is crossing over to show up in company with Sultan Storm as they race towards the turn, which will bring them out of the back straight. Survivalist is not too far off the speed either. Rebel Icon in the yellow and black colours on the very wide outside as they're making the run back towards home. And it is Al Moareb against the rails with now breezing through Wadat Al Kir powerfully, the red coloured jacket with the black and white sleeves. Next to that one and being ridden along is Sultan Storm with wider out on the track Survivalist, and that one now looks pretty threatening as they swing on in, and deeper still to Brandesi and away to the extreme left, the favourite being pushed along here, Rebel Icon, trying hard to make some sort of impact as they make the run down towards the final 200 metres. Staying on back in behind those is Mokhtar in light blue. With every stride, Rebel Icon is closing the gap on Wadat Al Kir as they head into the closing stages. The two leaders are racing wide apart. Against the rails is Wadat Al Kir, and nearest to us is Rebel Icon. Rebel Icon's getting up close home, and Rebel Icon it is who's off the mark. Favourite coming out of stall 17. They're off and racing, and Basharat swerves right as the gates flew back, and Simti was done no favours. So Basharat slightly on the back foot following that beginning. One of the first ones to show is Amaralis, the horse in the blue noseband, with Motagadea down along the inside. Prominent also is Habub Al-Ariyad as they make the turn left-handed, and quickly making up that ground loss, Basharat towards the outside, with Al-Rahaj not too far away. They're a couple of lengths away from Kairat and Unagi, and then Miracle Al-Shagaf up towards the outside, racing next to Celestial Star as they're on the home turn. And out in the lead here, Al-Rahaj going strongly, moves away by a length and a quarter to up into a dispute of second place on the outside, but working now Basharat, trying to get involved as they make the run down the home straight and on towards the last 200 metres of their journey. Also competitive, and they're holding a chance is Habub Al-Riyad, and over towards the inside Amaralis is picking up, but at the moment holding them at bay is Al-Rahaj. It is Al-Rahaj who, if anything, is coming further away in the closing stages, with staying on well down the outside Unagi for a place, but this will quite easily go to Al-Rahaj. Al-Rahaj breaking a duck in style. And off, flying out as well, Amarillo Gold from that 3 stall, bounds on into an early lead. Closely pursued by Machiavello, who's against the rails, without a little bit wider King's Guard, and from deeper out Al Dasim, and wider still Mahalik in predominantly green colours. Ryan's Party is on the outside as they now make the left-handed turn on the run back towards home. And as they do so, it is Machiavello, Fahed Al-Faradi along the inside of Mahalik. They are the first two. Amarillo Gold racing in third. Fourth is Al Dasim, with following those through Ryan's Party, with over towards the inside King's Guard as they're making the run back for home. Kabab is following without wider on the track. Al Moassis trying to step forward with Pagan as they now swing on into the home straight, and very quickly Machiavello drops away. Mahalik is out in front, but only has a length and a half or so on in second position. Now going Al Dasim, who's giving chase. So can Mahalik finish it off? Well, if anything, he's stretching away. Mahalik racing into the closing stages is now 4 or 5 lengths in front and is going to stay in front this afternoon. There's no doubting it. Tariq Al Mansour and Mahalik pulling right away in the closing stages. off, jumping away with Hathal breaking the line with Asil Gooda towards the outside. Rushed forward here by Tariq Al Mansour. The one who was quite slow in getting going was Hamdan Azamali, a long way back as they pushed through the opening 300 yards. Saif Barzan now along the inside, moves through, accelerates and takes over. From Asil Gooda racing in second, up into third Kahilan, and then along the inside Hathal now back in fourth, with Safuk Al-Keel running next, 2 lengths off that one to Meyraz, and then a little wider out is Al Mukhtar, and Hamdan Azam Ali continues but is hopelessly tailed off as Saif Barzan goes strongly, turning back towards the entrance to the straight and their final 2.5 furlongs. Saif Barzan and Jimmy carry on by 3 lengths, with Giving Chase and up into second place now Kahilan around the outside of the ridden along Asil Gooda, the blue cap, and then Hathal down along the rails as up ahead Saif Barzan. Now he starts to get to work, and on the outside Kahilan looks a pretty big danger. Pulling out a bit more here Saif Barzan with 200 metres left to go. Hanging on in there back in third is Asil Gooda, but racing down towards the final half furlong. Kahilan continuing to press Saif Barzan for the lead. He might have to get off and push here on Saif Barzan because Kahilan is wearing him down. Kahilan towards the near side of Saif Barzan. Oh, it's tight at the line. And off they go, jumping away. It was a ragged old start, wasn't it? Hila Al Sengar was very slow in getting going, and Hor Al Barak is in rear as well. One of the first ones to show is Miss Ward, who is up with the pace. Looks like Salafar not too far away as they run towards the turn. Up towards the outside, then Miss Ward in the purple colours, Salafar in the black, and through along their inside, the other grey Baruch Al Baha. They're being chased through by Maythab Al Zamali as they're making the left-handed run back towards home. Kinderama is wider out on the track. Gara in the yellow headgear is over towards the inside. Rayat Al Baha races next as they're coming around the home turn. And Salafar's rider there, Abdullah Al Credis, took a little look behind, and he appears to be quite content with what he sees because his filly Salafar has cruised on into a 1 to 2 length lead. Giving chase along the inside though is Maythab Azam Ali to give chase, and is now mounting a strong challenge as they make the run down the home straight. Rayat Al Bahar is also getting into the thick of the action out wide as they race inside their final 200 metres. Maythab Azam Ali has taken over now from Salafar in second, and Rayat Al Bahar down the outside, but going close home with less than 100 metres to stride. Maythab Azam Ali is going to make a winning debut here. Double on the card for Mohammed Aldaham, the rider. And away and racing, off they go, and breaking out quite well Nufat, despite going a little bit right-handed. Jawarat Al-Meek is towards the back in the early stages, 1 or 2 of them already tailing off. Hotham has had a dreadful start. Kisam is showing bright early pace, with Alma Some also lying up handily, and they're being followed by Mayman, who's down along the inside. Out a little bit wider is Motta Saned in the blue and white colours, and also not too far off the Wood Safi, who's pressing forward in a brown cap towards the outside as they race towards the turn. Kisam then, the grey horse, has a narrow lead. From Al-Musameh up around the outside in the yellow cheek pieces and noseband. Motta Saned is close as well, without a bit wider of them Wood Safi. And despite racing very wide, Abab Al-Mouj is also a member of this leading wave as they're heading back towards the entrance to the home straight. Al-Musameh is following those. They're being chased in by Danat Al-Afras, and then comes Nufat and all of the others with plenty to do. They're homeward bound and racing now with a couple of furlongs to go. Abab Al-Mouj from stall 20 running running a screamer here down the outside of Kissam, who's along the inside and responding well. And Motasanet up in between them. Kissam with 200 to run, finding plenty. Extends away again by a length and a half to Motasanet, who's now clear second as Abab Al-Mouj begins to tire. Going close home, it is Kissam and Fahed Al-Faradi showing out in front as they race up to the line, flying through Mandouchi from nowhere and snatches it. Mandouchi. Race. But this is the 7th. They're set and they're off and racing, and a fairly good beginning from Kohilan Najid in a green-coloured jacket with Al-Shahab Al-Kaisa down along the inside. They're being followed up towards the outer by Sign, who's not too far away now, just tucking in behind runners as they make their journey through the opening couple of furlongs. Ibn Al Jazeera is crossing over from a little wider out to be up with the pace as well as they make their progress on towards the end of the back, and Taf Al-Badr is up around the outside. They're being followed by Asa Al-Roya, who's not too far away, and then up towards the outer is My Knife, the red jacket with the yellow sleeves. But on the home turn, it is Kohilan Najid in the green jacket, now being joined by Taf Al-Badr. They are 1 and 2, with back in behind them Al-Saheb Al-Kaisar over towards the inside in the red and white. Pushed along next is Ibn Al Jazeera, and they're being chased for home by Asa Al-Roya. Next in running My Knife, the others with plenty to do, but it's not impossible. We saw what happened earlier. Into the home straight they come. 2 furlongs left to go. Taf Al-Badr has made a break for it. Races away by 2 lengths, with giving chase down the outside. And coming up there now, Asa Al-Roya in the light blue colours to throw down a strong challenge. And Asa Al-Roya now strides on into the lead. Down the centre of the track, My Knife is also picking up well, and Al-Zamawi from a mile back. But it's Asa Al-Roya who shows out in front. My Knife is cutting back the deficit. Asa Al-Roya needs the line, was joined on it by My Knife. Again, it will go to the judge. Hook up with the course proper pretty soon after the start, and they jumped away off and racing. Not the fastest of starts there for Italy, who's towards the outside, one of the back markers early. As they sort themselves out, Clovis is away pretty well, and also racing handily in the early stages. House of Aviz is up towards the outside in the orange jacket, and Malian in the green sleeves and cap, also a member of the leading party, with Tarbak a little bit wider out, being followed closely by Al Kafu, and then from wider out on the track, Arabian Pleasure in a blue cap starts to get involved as well. They're being tracked through in the still relatively early stages by Ronza Rose, and then towards the outside is Watan. As they begin to leave the far straight behind them, Mekbas also moving up into a fairly good challenging position, is in 5th place at the moment, just in behind this leading wall of 4, who are narrowly led by Malian on the home turn. Over House of Aviz racing in 2nd, Tabak in the yellow jacket and out wider and travelling up sweetly to them as they make this journey on into the home straight, Arabian Pleasure. And Arabian Pleasure's really catching the eye here with a big stride up towards the outside. So 2 and a bit furlongs to go. Shaken up now to the rails is Malian. In the centre, House of Aviz is flat to the boards. Arabian Pleasure down the outside. They've dropped to Bark. Al Kafu is now up into 4th. Less than a furlong to go. And taking over is Arabian Pleasure. Louis Morales strikes for home. Arabian Pleasure boots away by 2 to 3 lengths pretty quickly and has now put the race to bed. Good effort this from stall 20. Arabian Pleasure really pouring it on in the closing stages. Ready to go. Off and racing. And as they break away, Riyadh Al got a real flying start, but has just been reined back in the early stages. Sonic is away well in a yellow-coloured jacket over towards the inside. Tanaf is prominent as well as they settle, and Sabah Alanay are also in the leading line. Albagesh is up towards the outside in the light blue with the red colours, now coming through to just about take over. Without a bit wider, Mucho Karasis, and also pushing forward Shibal Omar as they run towards the end of the back. Sonic is now in fourth over along the inside, and then out a bit wider is Here We Are, who's being followed a couple of lengths away by Al Sakri, who at this stage races with Tanaf and Yanwi in behind those, in company with Riyadh Al Malaz, who's now back along the inside, but many in front as well as behind now as they're on the home turn. And up ahead, Mucho Karasis travels strongly in the red headgear and is now a length or so to the good over Albagesh in second. Sonic over towards the inside, trying to get a run with Outer a little bit wider and beginning to step forward. Here We Are, and also now Riyadh Al Malaz coming back into it, green with the yellow cap as they swing for home, and a change of leadership now. Mucho Karasis being joined by Riyadh Al Malaz down the outside, and also picking up well as they race into the closing stages is Raid Al Akir from a long way back, and Raid Al Akir down the centre of the track has powered to the front here into Ahmed Al Shra and has quickly put this beyond doubt. Raid Al Akir striding clear in the closing stages to win by at the very least half a dozen lengths or so. Jumping away, Taking Names got a real fast start and is going to show in front through the opening couple of 100 yards, with High Accolade, the grey, also in close proximity, and Soros is over towards the inside. Shibal Alanea in a predominantly yellow-coloured jacket is not too far off the pace, with Wisdom Keeper in white colours working wider. That one being tracked through by Latihati without Deepa Hadba, and deeper still Trancafero as they race towards the second half of the back straight. In the second half of the field at the moment, Man of the Night, white jacket, green sleeves and cap, positioned on the outside, is just in front of Path of Thunder as they head towards the left-handed turn, which will bring them on towards home. Taking Names has the lead, shows in front by around about a length or so, with Wisdom Keeper racing a close second. Hadba is around the outside in the turquoise colours, followed in fourth by Trancafero, and next in running Shibal Alanea, who's now being ridden along as High Accolade drops away towards the outside, but with still plenty of running to do. Man of the Night, and trying hard to come with him is Path of Thunder. They're homeward bound, and Taking Names has now been passed, and going for home is Wisdom Keeper, but watch out to the outside. Man of the Night is really storming home here, and the short price favourite Man of the Night is now coming through to take over. Path of Thunder attempting to go with him is 2 lengths away and not making any impression at this stage. Man of the Night is out in the lead in the hands of Ricardo Sousa Ferreira and is holding Path of Thunder at bay. The betting got it right here. Man of the Night it is, beating Path of Thunder into second place. They're off and racing then, jumping out, and Walad Chrome not too badly into stride. Alatam as well, the grey horse there right down the middle of shot, and also racing prominently Alna Jamal Kaseb and Quadrak Ali as well, as they now are about to link up with the course proper. Quadrak Ali showing up there in company with Alatam in these early stages. Alna Jamal Kaseb is also well to the fore, and Walad Chrome not too far off them. Ayaz Al Fares and Black Power. Modbeck is up towards the very far outside in the orange sleeves and cap as Alatam takes them down towards the end of the back straight, narrowly in front of Walad Chrome, who's against the rails. Then a little bit wider out is Al-Najm Al-Kaseb, with next in the red and white hoop sleeves Quadrak Ali, and then coming closer La Oyunakia Nawef in the white and red colours. And from that wider out position from stall 19, Modbeck is also very competitive, and Zircon is now squeezing through into a prominent role as well, the horse in the white headgear, black jacket. On the home turn then, and up ahead, Quadrak Ali is up towards the outside of Al-Najm Al-Kaseb. Al-Najm Al-Kaseb maybe just with that blue nose banded head in front as they make the run back towards the straight. And he goes well too under Rakan Al Obeid. So Al-Najm Al-Kaseb on straightening, less than 3 furlongs to stride. Catching the eye though, Zircon now moves up into a dispute of second place. Quadrak Ali down the outside is following those. Black Power to the rails, try to quicken up as they now start the run down the straight. Kamikaze's coming home quite well. And also Bishaf Al-Bare in the yellow colours. It's a busy finish here with 200 metres left to go. And with the advantage on Najm Al-Kaseb, but is now being claimed down the outside. Ursula picking up really well. Also Al-Dari down the outside and Aladire getting up close home. Al-Dari it is, going on to win. It hasn't been a bad place to be today. Let's see how they go. They're off and running then in the nightcap. Johanna's broken well, and also racing prominently Happy Baytown through the early stages. The latter it is who strides on and into a clear lead as well. Looks to be going fast. Happy Baytown is well ahead of Johanna, with on the very wide outside Consoling now moving through into second place, and Retail just up in behind her. They're being followed by Mostatar, who, like a few of them from wider out, is now crossing over to try and gain a good early position. Al Nouri follows, black colours, red cap. Further down the pack then to Taseb Al Kir, with Golden Milk following, and Al Safiru down along the inside as they make their progress on towards the end of the back straight. And they're currently being towed along by Happy Baytown from Consoling, who's worked up into a nice posse, races in second. Retail not too far away in the orange and blue. Mostatar, the favourite down along the inside, is running next as they're now swinging left-handed around the home turn. Manea Alcair is a little bit wider out, running in fifth, and after the leading 5 there's a gap of some 4 or 5 lengths back to Al Nouri, who in turn is a little way clear of the other runners, headed off by Johanna as they're swinging back towards the home straight. Consoling then on a Saudi debut goes on into the lead as very quickly Happy Baytown drops away. Consoling then under Tariq Al Mansour, bringing them back towards home, just over 2 furlongs to run. Retail is in second, Mostatar now being pushed along down along the inside, and Retournelle now goes off in pursuit of Consoling as they make the run down towards the concluding stages. The stable here would stop the race if they could at this point. They've got 1-2. Consoling it is who leads Retournelle. There's 3 lengths between the pair as they race into the closing stages. Manea Alcair is back in third. Consoling is out in front. She won't last for too much longer. Consoling from Retournelle. Consoling it is. Consoling wins the last.